Hello everyone, this is Demetra K and I have another short video. So as you guys have probably seen by now, the Queen of Soul, Aretha Franklin, was buried the other day. And at her funeral, she had a whole host of dignitaries, singers, celebrities, you name it. Now, the funeral was deemed the longest funeral in history. It went a little over 8 hours. And so a service of that magnitude was bound to have some issues, and that it did. To begin with, and this is really the only thing I want to talk about because there was a whole host of issues, but I just want to touch upon the whole Ariana Grande thing where a lot of people said that she came to church, into the pulpit dressed inappropriately, and she was. Let's just be honest. Now, I don't fault her though. I don't fault her. I fault the church because the church was supposed to be the first line of defense. The church being the armor bearers, the deacons, the mothers board, the women's ministry, the ushers, just a whole host of other people who could have caught that wardrobe snafu, if you will. Now, it is my belief, I don't know for sure, but I believe that Ariana Grande did not know any better. But also what comes to mind is, where was her stylist? Where was her publicist to say, you know what, we are going into a black church, a traditional Baptist black church, and we want to be appropriate in the pulpit. But as y'all saw, she walked out there in the shortest dress you can think of to wear in a pulpit. Now behind her was it Bill Clinton, Jesse Jackson, Al Sharpton, the pastor, Pastor Ellis, the pastor of the church. Now, there's a lot of memes going around showing them gawking at her, apparently. We don't know exactly what they were saying, but the memes were fashioned into them being perverts. Now, I disagree with that because the men, while although some of those men probably are perverts and have been proven to be perverts, I don't think they were being perverts at that time because I think they were where they were supposed to be doing, doing what they were supposed to be doing. She was the one that came into their arena not properly dressed. Again, I'm not faulting her. The other thing I wanted to talk about was the fact that the pastor appeared to be groping her. I don't think that he was groping her. I think the only thing that he is guilty of, and then that's not using discretion and wisdom, him being a man of faith, a man of the cloth, he knows better. He perhaps should have shook her hand or just stood next to her if he needed to talk to her. But yes, I don't think he's guilty of groping her or trying to get sexual satisfaction. I mean, come on. He was in the pulpit, in front of his wife, in front of all these dignitaries, and in front of the whole world. I think the last thing that was on that man's mind was filling up Ariana Grande. And so I think it's ridiculous for people to try to draw that conclusion. Again, I say that he is guilty of not using discretion and wisdom. And so I think it'll impress upon us too to stop drawing conclusions based off of stuff we don't know, because we don't know what was in the mind of that man or the men that was behind her. And again, I'm not faulting Ariana. I believe she went to church dressed the best way she knew how. I just think that she didn't know. So again, if I had to place blame, I would place it on the church because the church knows better. I will be covering this topic in a little bit more detail later on today, and I am going to be posting that video, so stay tuned for that. And for more insightful videos and commentary, please subscribe to this channel.